Yes, definitely. If I may revert back, he was hired around 2017 when Solim Simanga was still the mayor. He was hired by Dr. Musula, who was the then city manager, and he was on a 5-year contract, which was extended twice and was expected to actually expire on the 31st of December this year. But then there was a granted motion to actually extend his contract further to the 31st of March. But upon discovering that the City of Tshwane would actually be getting a qualified audit from the Auditor General's office, that's when they reverted back to the decision and thought that no, they're actually not going to extend that particular contract. In fact, they say that the contract to be extended was not actually finalized, but upon discovering that, they accusing him actually of allegedly misrepresenting the status of the financial statements that were actually submitted to the Auditor General, whereas he allegedly misrepresented the facts by saying that all is in order, and in fact they comply with the Public or the Municipal Finance Management Act, which actually obligates all municipalities to act in a certain way in terms of controlling their affairs. So upon discovering the information that there could be a qualified audit coming to the City of Tshwane from the Auditor General's office, that's when a decision was taken to actually not renew the contract. In fact, the City of Tshwane does concede in the court papers that the action they have taken to a certain extent is illegal, because there was no disciplinary hearing that took place, and it was something that just happened following a letter to suspend him, and then just a day after the letter to suspend was issued, it was taken back, and then that's when he was actually his contract was actually, they decided not to renew the contract.
So on the one hand, you have the content, which are the reasons that the city has given, and on the other hand, you have the process. What is he really fighting here?
Basically, what he's fighting is that he's saying that the repercussions of being axed from a position of a chief financial officer and also being a municipal employee, he's saying that once you are fired in this regard, you will actually be blacklisted for 10 years and you won't be able to work for any other municipality for the next 10 years. So he's saying the repercussions of the city's actions are actually going to impact on his livelihood. So he's feeling that he should rather stay until the end of his contract, and the status of his departure from the metro should be that his contract lapsed, as compared to him being axed, as he's saying that a decade of not finding any employment would actually be detrimental for his livelihood.
Yeah, so what's happened since this morning? What can you tell us?
Well, this morning we believe that there is an urgent application that is going to put before the courts to try and get the courts to compel the city to go back on their decision to actually ax him and to allow him to actually complete the process. So we understand that it's an urgent matter of which we could see the deliberations from both sides. Not sure whether maybe the judge would be actually able to give deliberations on that today, or whether maybe it might be postponed to another day.